Okay, so these three songs have very similar intros. Let's look at Undercover Martin. So you hear that guitar chord, that rhythm, and then it ends with two snare hits. Or two claps, rather. So that's kind of the structure. So let's look at Purist by Last Dinosaurs. Same chord right off the bat, same rhythm. And then it has the two snare hits. So these two songs in itself, it's pretty interesting how similar they are. If we look at now Dream Girl, this has a third song that's also very similar. Same chord, same rhythm. It's a little bit longer. But if we go to the end, two snare hits. So these three songs, it's very interesting how similar they start out. Okay, now let's go to another two songs that are also very similar in the first few seconds. So if you look at Daft Pretty Boys, so we hear that kind of arpeggio. So keep those three notes in mind. Now let's look at Disparate Youth. Same three notes. Same overall kind of feel. The songs aren't really too similar after that, but the intro, very striking. Okay, now let's look at In Bloom. So you kind of have those synth hits. Major seventh chord, it sounds like. And let's compare it to The View. Same chord. A little bit faster, but really similar. Okay, let's look at Entertainment. So it's really just those first two notes. Keep those in mind. Now let's go to Take Me On by Joan. Really similar. Same two notes, same sound. First time I heard Take Me On, I thought it was Entertainment. Let's go now to Ignore Me. So you kind of have those synth hits. Now let's look at Never Enough. Very similar again, same note. Never Enough adds the drums in, but really similar sounding. Okay, this one's kind of funny, but it's kind of the first thing I thought of when I heard I Fall Apart. So if we hear the first couple seconds of I Fall Apart, you kind of have that chorus choir sound, and it made me think of this song Fat Bottom Girls by Queen. Same kind of deal. Okay, this one's a little bit more subtle. If we listen to Every Time by Boy Pablo, so you have those two kind of drum hits and then that guitar riff. All right, so keep that in mind. Let's listen now to Big Fat Mouth. So you have those two drum hits and then that kind of riff. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Okay, let's look at Avalanche by Walk the Moon. So you have that kick drum and then you have that guitar chord on that upbeat. So keep that in mind. Now let's go to Tonight, Young Hearts. So you have kind of the kick drum and then the guitar and the upbeat. Thought it was pretty similar. Okay, let's look at Gasoline by Two Door Cinema Club. It takes a little bit to come in, but that bass kind of three notes right there. Keep that in mind. Now let's go to Dangerous. Same rhythm. It's a different note, but the rhythm's the same. These two songs overall kind of have the same feel. Like it has that thing where it's kind of creepy, but it goes to a major chord when you think it should go to a minor chord. Same thing with Dangerous. Pretty interesting. It's a different story, but they're pretty similar songs. Okay, for this last one, it's kind of funny. We have this song, The Sky is Crying by Stevie Ray Vaughan. It takes a little bit to come in.
The sky is...
Okay, keep that in mind. The Sky. Now let's go to the bomb song.
The sky